Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Given the circumstances, at least as I understand them, and because I haven't heard the entirety of the case or anything,
Right, exactly.
I'm
Probably
going,
cause or anything.
I'm going to deny your request. Bond, continue.
Why?
Excuse me? Excuse me? Sir, we're going to have a real problem if you're going to act like that in this court. I want to make it real clear. I understand you want to represent yourself. I told you I'm going to hold you to the same standards. You will not, by motion, by anything you say, disrespect anything in this court. You understand me? If there is another outburst during any of these proceedings like that in regard to my rulings, I will give you a place to stay. You do not have to worry about having a tether. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Sure.
That concludes this hearing. Set a bond violation hearing, April 16th, 2024 at 2 p.m. At 2 p.m. There anything further, sir?
With the bond, yeah, that'll all be discussed as part of the tether division. Because this time, this will be 10 days, it'll be like 15 days, and by the time that happens, I was hoping that would count for something, as far as the conditions of my bond. Maybe, I can't afford cash bonds or something, just right, be out on maybe sign that, got it,
I don't know what you're asking me.
If the tether situation could be addressed on the same day.
I'm going to address everything on any day that you appear. So if the tether is part of the condition of your bond, which at this point you're in violation of, I've set a hearing for the 16th to determine whether or not there was a violation. But the allegations are there that there was a violation. The following week, you're set for preliminary examination on the charges. Okay, so all right. I'm going to assume that there's nothing else. Bond will remain revoked. You wanted to argue your bond, sir, given the violation. How can you assure the court that you will abide by the conditions that have been set?
Just the fact that I'm a law-abiding citizen, besides the fact that I'm guilty of this, no proof that I haven't been convicted guilty of this, proof that I did. Besides this, goes ongoingly, I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I just ask for being considered innocent.
Sir, you are considered innocent until proven guilty, but the court also has the ability to set your bond and give conditions. All right. The court initially did that, and you violated those conditions.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're. I think a lot. I do my best when I get out. That's when I get out. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't.
It's two events that he's back at the library. So on when I was speaking with office beforehand, they made that abundantly clear to me.
That there were two times that he was,
yeah, then at two separate libraries.
So there's this filter thing, and we're trying to figure out where it comes from. We'll sort that out. But the balloons are pretty, I bet. They were. Okay.
So it's April 3rd at 5:55 p.m. He was there. He was looking at according to the police report, he was looking at pornography at a public computer that he was suspected of masturbating. I asked the officer who's here to give me additional details about that. And I believe the information I got was that the witnesses believed he was masturbating, perhaps that his pants were in a certain position, that he was rubbing his genitalia underneath his clothes, which is similar to the events of the April 5th in the sense that when the police get there, he's not actually exposed, but certainly conducting himself in a way where he's got his chest exposed, his outer layer of pants pulled down. And this is a CSC case. So it's like when we take that behavior and then we layer it on with the fact that he's out on bond for assaulting nurses at the U of M hospital, and he's now charged with CSC for his sexual assaults on them. But in response to the I'm a law-abiding citizen, I mean, I'm looking at his criminal history from Florida. I'm looking at his criminal history from North Carolina. I'm looking at his criminal history from Michigan. The majority of what I'm seeing are misdemeanors, but I do have carrying a concealed weapon from North Carolina. There are larceny offenses from North Carolina. And well, there are. I'm not looking at them right now.
Sir, hold on. I will. The bond violation has been found. And the defendant's bond will continue as revoked. You were set for, I will review that again, but you're set for preliminary examination in this matter this upcoming Tuesday, the 23rd, so a week from today. Pardon?
Do my bond on that day.
I will look at it after I hear testimony in the case. But at this point, your bond will continue as revoked. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Cody Lee Jolly.
I'm sure there's a praying on behalf of people.
Mr. Jolly.
Jolly, you're on in front of the judge.
Mr. Jolly. Is not responding. What are the people intending on doing this? He was found competent. I mean,
He was found competent.
yes.
Yeah, I thought you said incompetent. Sorry.
No.
That's the tenor of my voice. What I can communicate, Your Honor, Mr. Jolly also has a case pending in the 15th District Court.
So you want me to send this here? But no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I believe I was speaking with the prosecutor handling that case earlier this week. I think the intention is potentially to file a petition in both cases.
Got it.
Mr. Jolly. So why don't we kick this out a couple of weeks and I'll see if I can have that done by then, because I'm kind of at a loss of what else to do.
What else to do with it? Because he's not responding, didn't come up, and Joe has been kind enough to provide video for it. So what I will do, you think a couple of weeks you'll be able to do it? Or?
I expect to be in trial the 20th. Could we come back on the 27th?
March 27th, 2025, 9 a.m. during the probable cause. Bond continued. Thank you.